Yo, yo, yo. The boys are back. We're talking NBA.
That's right. Weekly rewind. We're getting back into it. All right, rather than doing scores,
Yeah.
we got a couple rewind topics, if you will. The Heat are picking it up
Yeah, the Heat are playing
lately.
well.
They were 3-1 last week. Their only loss was to the Nuggets. And I feel like they're starting to kind of figure it out a little bit.
I also think they're the one team where you don't want to play them in the playoffs.
They play
always
slowly.
They play slowly, and they literally seem like the playoffs is when they thrive.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not want to see them. Obviously, we know what they did. What was that? The COVID year where they were like an 8.
Well, they made it to the championship last year.
Was that last year? Were they an 8? Or was that when was? I think it was COVID year.
They
too.
were the 8 last year.
Yeah. So I mean, I just wouldn't want to play them. I think they, like you said, they play slow. They kind of lull you to sleep, but
Yeah.
yeah.
The Knicks get further beaten up.
Yes. This was bad. Yeah, obviously Jalen Brunson.
They got a lot of injuries.
Yeah, and it's just hard to without Julius Randle yet, but
They got Julius Randle out. They got Jalen Brunson that sat out the majority of last game because
he set out the
hurt
whole
his
game,
knee.
yeah. Played one night.
I don't know if he's playing tonight. Is he playing tonight? Let me check that.
Yeah, we'll see.
He was questionable going into tonight.
Still out Tuesday.
Okay, so he's out Tuesday.
His MRI was clean, but he's still out Tuesday.
So we'll see if they can keep treading water. I mean, it's kind of the same with the Cavs. Like, they got a lot of guys starting to get hurt too. Donovan Mitchell's been out. Karis LeVert's been out. I think they had one other guy that was out.
Yeah,
Max Strus is out.
Yeah, the thing about them is they kind of they played so well at the first half that it's like,
yeah,
they lose 2 or 3 games, okay, but yeah, I mean, these injuries, if they're long
they got
term,
up to the second seed, and now, I mean, even if they come down just a little bit, then that's okay. They can handle that.
Yeah.
The Grizzlies, I mean, their team that they're putting out on the court is embarrassing.
Yeah, they're trying to lose.
It doesn't. I mean,
here's the wild thing: they're trying to lose, but they also show moments. I feel like they start out games like better than most teams.
the roster that they're putting out onto the NBA floor is embarrassing.
It's not an NBA roster if that's what we're saying.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. But like they don't. I mean, it doesn't make. Weren't they in this position last year too, where they were barely fielding a team? Like they literally have games where they have 7 or 8 guys on the team that can play.
Yeah.
Like how is that possible?
I just yeah. I mean, what they called up? I mean, Michael Hurt is getting minutes from Duke.
Yeah,
Or Matthew Hurt. Is
yeah.
it Matthew Hurt?
I'm pretty sure it's Matthew Hurt.
I mean, they got 35 guys on the roster, but
Michael-
apparently all of them.
Michael Hurt played at Minnesota, and that would not be good for
Yeah,
them.
Matt Hurt.
He might be able to. Maybe they're able to sign him on a sibling contract for nothing. I don't know if that's allowed, but
yeah, well, what? Marcus Smart's.
basically all of them are.
Well, they just have more guys added to it. Wasn't Zaire Williams get hurt or
He's
somebody?
out the rest of the month, and the month just started. And
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal was with Derrick Rose that they announced that he's out for the next couple weeks. It's like he's been out the last couple weeks or the last month, 2 months or whatever. So like I don't understand why that's.
Jaren
something.
Jackson's questionable to play already for Wednesday's game. Diagnosed with right osteolytis pubis stemming.
Okay.
Tell me what that is. You know?
What is it?
Right.
Can I see it?
Yeah, right here. Right osteolytis pubis stemming.
Cool. That's probably gonna be
Toe, foot.
Yeah.
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 He'll be
Something on
reevaluated
his-
again
something
in
on his
3
foot.
weeks. So he was already diagnosed. So yes, Derrick Rose is out for a
Right.
while.
Yeah,
Brandon
what
Cooks
are we-
is not even really coming
Brandon
back.
Clark's been out
Or Brandon
the
Clark,
whole
I
year.
mean, yeah.
He tore his ACL, I think.
Yeah, Achilles, it says.
Achilles.
And then Desmond Bain, Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
I just, my question is this. So,
They
like,
can't find anybody else.
but I get you have injuries and I get all that stuff, but like, Is there I guess a reason? Maybe I don't know. Like
There's
why
probably salary.
all of these
rules.
players are getting reevaluated in minimum 3 weeks. Bro, you hurt your pinky finger, Marcus Smart. I get it. It's not a bad injury, but why does it take 3 weeks to be evaluated?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Anyway,
You think if they were close though, and like Ja was in there, these guys would be like,
yeah,
"All right, we're gonna play."
That's the question. It's like,
So they're tanking. Are you telling us they're tanking?
I don't know.
Tell the people right now, Chris.
I mean, the roster that they're putting out is just not an actual roster. It can't be an actual.
Scottie
roster.
Pippen Jr. announced Friday that Pippen will be reevaluated in 3 weeks.
Oh, I wonder why it's 3 weeks, because at that point they have 5 games left in the regular season. Oh, like how many weeks are there left in the season? There
The
can't be
last
that
game
many.
is what 4/14. So
That's about 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
yeah, a month
5
and a half,
weeks.
a month and a week. Yeah, 5 weeks.
5 weeks. So, I don't know, dude.
Tank.
That's kind of whack. The last one, I got 2 actually. The Celtics dominant. I mean,
Their
they
last
are
2
just
games have been
dominating everybody. They're looking very strong, and it's like they have who was it? They I think they've had a guy or 2 sit out some of these games, and they're still dominating. Like,
Well,
Porzingis didn't even play, I don't think, against the Warriors, and they still won by 50.
I mean, it started. They beat the Nets by what is that? 50.
50. Yeah, they've
So
won.
this goes back to our
They've
other
won
conversation.
3 games by 50 points.
This goes
year.
back to our other
It's a
conversation
new
where
record.
the NBA is just not. I mean, some of these games are just not competitive. I mean, dude, the Warriors
But
is
is that
140 to 88.
Is that because the Celtics are just that good?
I don't know, but
it very well could be.
no, they could be very, very good. But I think this also just shows like
Their offense is so
they have They have so many guys that can score.
multi-dimensional.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But this also, I mean, look at this. If it's hard, it sucks though because it's like, hey, you probably paid a decent amount of money to go watch the Warriors play. Steph Curry played 17 minutes. Clay played 12.
Right.
Like Steph was 0 for 9 from 3. Okay, well, I know you stink, but like then the guys that like Quinones played 30-some minutes. But it's like even this, what's crazy is Tatum plays 25 minutes, Jaylen Brown plays 22. They almost had 30 points each. They just score.
Well, Jaylen Brown had
19, right?
24 in the first quarter and change.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I do think they are dominant. I mean, you kind of do look at their bench though, and I mean, you have Peyton Pritchard, but like and Sam Howell get some good minutes.
But they have their starters can play so many different positions that they can keep 2 in, and it's like, okay, well, this is a pretty good roster.
Well, they all
Or a
have
pretty good lineup.
Well, and the thing is too, like if Jaylen Brown's not playing well, Tatum can take over, and vice versa, and then Derek White might have a good game.
Yeah,
here
they
and
didn't
there.
have Porzingis in there.
And yeah, they don't even have
Last one here. Have you seen the Lakers stretch of games here?
The schedule?
Yeah,
No,
it's intense.
intense as in like.
Let me give it to you. So there's 3-2 so far. They've played 5 games of this stretch. They played the Suns, then the Clippers, so 2 pretty tough teams.
Mm-hmm.
The Wizards, easy one. The Nuggets, the Thunder, the Kings, the Bucks, the Wolves, the Kings, the Warriors. I mean, they get one easy game in
The Warriors.
what is that? 10? No,
Yeah.
the Wizards was the easy game.
Oh. I still think Golden State's not very good, but
Yeah, but they're right next to each other in the standings.
right. No, 100%. I mean, you do look at it though.
You got the next 5 games, and they've already played 4 or 5
Yeah.
in that stretch. Like, that is a nasty stretch.
Yeah.
That's
The
brutal.
fortunate thing for them is the next 4 out of 5 are at home.
Yeah, that helps. And
Your one game that's away is at Sacramento, which is literally like an hour up north.
But it's literally all teams that are like
All big
above
games.
them,
Hope fire. Yeah.
so
100%.
they have to like start to push there.
I mean, it's their big TV, ESPN push. They got 3 straight games
Oh
on
my
ESPN,
gosh.
then ABC, and they're not on TV. Well, they are on TNT one more time, and then not on TNT till their third to last game.
About time. They need to get.
Well,
off
I mean, after this,
it.
after they play the
too many
Bucks,
bright lights.
you literally play the Bucks, and then you have Cleveland, and you have. I mean, Indiana's okay. I think Indiana's fallen off a lot, but
Yeah, what's up with
Minnesota and Golden State, and then you're playing these teams. I mean, yeah, this next stretch will be telling. I mean, if they can win, like you said, they're already what,
They're
3 and 2.
3 and 2. Yeah,
If they can go above 500, that's huge for them.
huge.
Yeah.
All right, that's the recap. We're starting with a thought-provoking question. This happened in the Wolves game a couple games ago.
Against who?
Can't remember who they were
Okay.
playing. But so
The Clippers.
No, the
Nets?
game before the Kings.
Kings. Okay.
Yep, the Kings. Okay, so set the scene. We make a 3-pointer.
What's like the time? What's the time? Or what's like the
What?
details? Like what's the score of the game?
It's a close game.
Okay. Okay.
We make a 3-pointer. Nasri to be exact.
Good player.
Okay. He pretty good shooter. Makes a 3. Game keeps going, a couple possessions. There's a timeout.
Okay.
Okay. During the timeout, they can always like check to see if the basket was a 2 or a 3
Yeah.
type of thing.
But don't they
Right.
most of the time? Don't they like signal like, hey, we're gonna review that? I feel like they do that.
Uh,
Usually they go like this or something. They call it. I mean, at least that's what I. When you watch it on TV, they're like they're gonna review.
I feel like there's always like if there's a question, they'll just review it at the next timeout.
Okay,
Right?
got it.
But in this scenario, it was not is it a 2 or a 3? It was his foot out of bounds on the shot. Okay.
Okay.
So the timeout happens. They go review it. They see that he stepped out as he was shooting, but they didn't call it.
They didn't call it live.
Nope.
Okay.
They counted the 3. The 3 went on the board as a 3-pointer, right? 3 points. Game kept going a couple possessions, then it was timeout. So they went back during the timeout, looked at the camera, saw that his foot was out of bounds, took the 3 off the board. So
Oh.
we didn't get the 3 points. The game ended up going to overtime and we lost. So, what do you think about that? Do you think that they should be able to do that?
I mean, I don't know. I guess. So I understand the fact of like they want to get it right, but I feel like it's also just. I mean, it works both ways because it's like the human nature error. Like I get it if you can challenge or you have to challenge it,
Mm-hmm.
but usually most of the time.
But you can't challenge like a lot. Like it was never.
It was
a
never-
whistle. It was a.
It was just a
It
live
was a
play.
shot.
Yeah.
The ball went in. Nobody called him out of bounds, and the game just kept going.
Yeah. in
So
that
it's
case.
not really like a challengeable thing.
Right. In that case, I think, and it wasn't like you said. It wasn't like, hey, we're deciding between a 2 or a 3. Like they do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you can just review something that was 5 minutes ago. I think you
it
just
was a
play.
couple possessions ago.
Yeah, I think it's the same. I think it's once the next possession starts. Unfortunate, it sucks though because it's the human nature and you want to get the call right.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think that's part of the game. Like it's gonna happen. There's probably times where guys step out that they don't see him step out.
There's probably times where.
So what the problem is though? So like what if you want to take that 3-pointer off the board? You basically have to restart the game from that moment,
That's what I'm saying.
right? Because if
Yeah.
all the other baskets that went through shouldn't count.
Right. The game is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think. It's not like you can go back and say, oh, that actually. I mean, it's hard because it's not in the same situation that, like, if there's a foul, then there's a stoppage in play, and you can like have the potential to challenge it or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, to take a 3 off the board that nothing happened during the play, that seems a little bit ridiculous to me. And I
Right.
don't think that should happen.
So do you think then? So on top of that, do you think teams should be able to challenge that stuff? Like if they were to say like, or you'd have to do it like once
But
the
it-
ball's back in play, the next possession happens, you can't review it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I
Okay,
guess
yeah.
the team that was scored on, if they think that they stepped out, then they would have to challenge it
Right away.
before inbounding it.
Yeah, they would almost have to call
which
it.
will never happen.
No,
There's
'cause you
no
won't know
way
it
that
fast.
they would use the challenge
Yeah.
without like having a good idea that they actually.
Essentially, what they would have to do is they would have to call a timeout,
Right.
have the wherewithal to call a timeout. But like you said, they probably don't know fast enough. Dude, the ball gets inbounded right away.
Yeah, it would have to be a timeout.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was just like a weird scenario where
That's weird.
it's like you're gonna take 3 points off the board, but yet there were 2 possessions that just happened that probably would have been different.
Well, they for sure would have been different.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say for sure, but they probably would have been different. Yeah. That's interesting.
I mean, you probably don't like try to play differently.
So that's the other question. So like if it's the fourth quarter, there's 3 minutes
I
left.
can't remember exactly what.
But I'm saying like hypothetically, it's there's 3 minutes left. They hit a 3. They go up by 2. It's like some team. Possession goes. Now there's 54 seconds left. Are you going to go to the thing and be like, oh, we have to review this? Actually, your 3 points are taken off. Now you're actually down by 1.
Yeah,
there's a minute left, and you don't have the ball.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. That's wild.
I know.
Right, though? Like, that hypothetically is like, so now the team
that
could get screwed. Or what if, hypothetically speaking, you win by 2? Could they go after the game and be like, foot was out of bounds? You know what I'm saying? Where's the line?
No, because they can review anything in the last 2 minutes. At any, like, they can stop the game and go look at it.
Yeah, I just think it's crazy.
So
like,
it would have to be outside of the final 2 minutes, but there's not to say that it couldn't be like 2:20.
It could change the whole time. It could change the whole game.
Yeah. I know.
Is that a new rule? Someone will have to let us know if that's a new rule or whatever. I've never seen that.
I don't think that's a new rule. It just doesn't happen that often that somebody steps out and they completely miss it.
Yeah, and then just 3 minutes later are getting told from the booth.
I don't think it was 3 minutes later, but it was about a minute and a half.
I'm saying, who calls that in?
Well,
the refs obviously weren't like, oh, I think he was out of bounds. How was
and
redoing?
also, how do you miss it? His foot isn't small. You're looking at the guy that has the ball that's shooting it.
Yeah, we all know, though. We've talked about refs enough where...
I don't know.
But,
all right. I wanted to hear your opinion.
I mean, that's wild. Hopefully it doesn't impact the game.
We lost.
No, I'm a playoff game.
We would have had 3 points and we lost the game in overtime.
Okay. All right.
Let's move on.
Let's talk about awards. Postseason.
Yeah, we're going back. We're giving a little update on that.
A little update. There's really only one that's pretty close, but we have...
Start with the not close one.
No, I'll start with, Rookie of the Year, Wembanyama's pulled away completely. This is according to...
Do you think he deserves to be pulling away?
I think he's playing very well right now. I think the hard part is Chet's on a way better team, and Chet's playing fine, but, like, Wembanyama is the Spurs.
Yeah.
And now he's starting to hit threes.
He's leveled up his game, though.
100%. Sure. He's definitely leveled up his game. You can almost tell he's gotten, like, more confident because he's doing stuff like street ballish.
Yeah, he's
throwing it off the backboard to himself. Like, he's doing
whatever he wants.
But what are you going to do?
It was pretty wild, I will say.
In person?
Seeing him in person. He is so freaking big. It's unreal.
Well, his arms are just freaking...
He made Rudy look small.
Yeah.
He's like a head taller than him.
Yeah.
It was nuts. And, I mean, it was pretty cool because when we were coming in from the family room, we were, like, on the ground level.
Oh, so you were, like, hyped to
So, like, I made sure that we were standing down there when the tip was happening. So they were, like, walking out to the tip, and we could see it. And it was like, holy moly. They are really tall.
Yeah. All right, next one. Talking about Rudy. Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy is the heavy favorite, as he should be.
Yep.
He's having a very good year. Wembanyama is the next at plus 900. I think that one's solidified.
It should be.
Sixth man is the next one. Malik Monk, minus 260. Norman Powell, plus 850. Naz Reid is in there, plus 1200.
What is this one? Oh,
Sixth man.
Gotcha.
So not necessarily super close, but cool honor for Naz to get some credit. Playing very well.
Love it.
Then we have the MVP. We've talked about this before. Jokic is at minus 120 now. Shea plus 220. Luka plus 800. Giannis plus 1400. It's pretty much a two-man race. Shea and Jokic, and I don't think Shea can take over because we've talked about this.
What's Shea at?
Plus 220.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, if the Nuggets keep staying in the top 3, then that's done.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He's averaging a triple-double.
Exactly. And he's bumped up his play as of late.
So, there it is.
Okay.
We'll see how that pans out.
Yes, sir. Let's get into matchups then.
Yes, sir. Do you want me to go game of the week, or what do you want me to start with?
Yep, game of the week.
Game of the week, Celtics at Denver. We just talked about the Celtics Thursday night. They play at Denver.
Huh?
Here's the thing. If all the players play, that should be a great matchup. This could be a potential NBA Finals matchup.
Could be.
So
that's probably what most people want it to be.
Right. So hopefully it's a preview. Knowing these teams, somebody probably will sit out and we'll see what happens. Just because I said
but I feel like those two teams do less of that. My matchup is going to be the Bucks and the Clippers on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
We got
Clippers are playing decent.
Yep, the Clippers are playing decent. They kind of took a few bumps in the road this last week, but it's the Doc Rivers showdown. But the Bucks have been playing better lately. I mean, they're undefeated after the All-Star break, so they it's kind of a measuring stick of like the second level. You got the Celtics and the Nuggets as kind of like the big dogs, and then you got the Bucks and the Clippers, who are the other two teams that people have liked to choose. So we'll see who takes that one.
Yeah. Dog of the week for me. I don't think I've won a dog of the week yet. The Kings to beat the Lakers Wednesday night.
Okay.
So this will already have
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll know.
We'll know Thursday.
Okay, I'm going Wolves over Cavs Friday night. Second half of
Wait, you think they'll? Okay.
What?
You think they'll be underdogs?
Yeah,
Okay.
they were. It was like 60-40.
I guess it depends if Donovan Mitchell plays.
It was 60-40 on ESPN.
Yeah. It's a back-to-back.
Yeah, it's the second half of back-to-back, and the Wolves are away. So that's the hard part. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Who's your individual matchup?
My big matchup to watch is Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, Saturday night.
You think Devin Booker's going to be back?
If he's not back, I'll take KD.
Okay. Okay.
I'm hoping Devin Booker's back, but yeah, if not, KD.
You should look up his injury.
Is it bad?
He tweaked his ankle.
Suck it up, Devin.
My individual matchup, and it will also have to depend on if Giannis is back, but Giannis and LeBron on Friday.
Yeah, he'll be out at least 1 week, so we'll take KD.
Okay.
Yeah, Giannis is the same thing. I mean, shit. All these guys are
But I
getting hurt
think
at the
he'll
wrong
be
time.
all right.
Yeah, his was Achilles, though. You never know with those things.
Could be Achilles, could be ankle.
Yeah, he'll play if he wants.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they won without him.
That's right. They keep winning.
They actually came back.
They keep winning without him.
Yeah.
Do they need him? Probably.
Wait. Let's not get... Okay, pause.
Yep. There you have it.
So there it
Okay.
is.
Short and sweet.
Short
Bada bing,
and
bada boom.
sweet.
What do you say? Yo, yo, yo.
No, that's how I started. You can't...
See ya later.
Yeah, peace. You can't say yo, yo, yo to end it.